Hello everybody, this is Hammer Striker here. Just got a little bit of news from Walther Arms. The PPK, PPKS line that you see here that has been around for quite a few years. It's not the greatest gun on the planet, but they are definitely iconic. They're a cool gun, they're interesting. But what made them popular is a particular spy that loves to run around with these. Gets one at the beginning of an episode, proceeds to blow guys across the room, bad guys across the room with it, till he inevitably loses it in a fight just before he needs it. So of course he'll get a new one at the beginning of the next episode. That has made these a very interesting and very popular gun. Now the ones you see here were from the era where Walther couldn't directly bring them into the country. So this one was brought in through Smith & Wesson, and it's chambered in .32 ACP. This one was brought in via Inner Arms, and it's chambered in .380. And let me tell you, the .380 is not fun to shoot. The .32 ACP is. But they're Walthers. You know, they weren't manufactured by those companies. This one's a PPKS, and this one's a PPKS. But they also, not too long ago, maybe about a few years ago, they resurrected this line and began direct imports. So they would bring them into the country themselves in their own name. But they just announced what they call a multi-year pause for the line to go through a multi-year modernization journey. Now, Walther makes good guns. They don't do anything halfway. So I'm sure what'll come out the other end of this multi-year modernization journey will be a good gun. But will it be the same? I don't know. So if this is something that's been on your list for a while, now might be the time. What comes out the other end of that multi-year modernization might be better. I don't know, but I doubt it'll be the same. It won't be this. And so if this is something you've been looking at, it might be the time to go find one, because they'll dry up fairly quickly, and then the remaining supply, of course, the price will go up. And then they'll disappear for several years until whatever this modernization comes out the other end. So I'm not necessarily saying it's one that you gotta have. It's more of it's an iconic gun that if it's been on your list, you might want to act on it. So what you might want to do is go see Q and get one of your own. This is the box they come in. Just like in one of the episodes where he was handed in a box similar to this. This one is a .32 ACP, and again, I'll mention the .32 ACP is much more pleasant to shoot. And this isn't something I could carry for defense. It's bulky, it's heavy. Compared to comparable guns, you can get a lot more capacity in a much more competent caliber, much easier to shoot well in a different design. This is just more because it's interesting. And since I'm going to handle this thing, even the mag release is kind of difficult to get to, but I decided to go get one, and I chose the .32 because it's just much more fun to shoot. Not high capacity, comes with the two mags, comes with the flush mag and the regular mag, and neither one of them is a high capacity mag. But I'm not looking for high capacity. That's not why I have this thing. I have it because it's interesting, it's unique, it's iconic, and I'm not absolutely convinced that you'll be able to get the same thing at the other end of this modernization. Now this one happens to be a PPK, unlike the PPKS's, so it's got a little bit longer grip. And with the pinky mag on it, you get a full 3-finger grip. And I said that backwards. It's actually got a shorter grip. The PPKS has a little bit longer grip. So 2 fingers with the flush mag. In fact, I'll go ahead and put that in there. 2 fingers with the flush mag, 3 fingers with the pinky extender, but overall it's basically the same gun. And if I grab one of these guys, you'll see that it's basically 3 fingers with the flush mag. But you'll see the mag base plate kind of sticks out a little bit, and it does kind of want to set into the finger, so you end up kind of doing it 2 fingers to keep that mag off of your pinky finger. But either way, these are not competition guns. In my mind, they're not the best choice for self-defense. There's many better options out there, but they're unique, they're interesting. I've got one of the reinvented ones when they resumed it. When they resumed production, they didn't really change anything. It's the same gun. It's just they were able to bring them into the country directly themselves, and their marketing department decided to get a little bit interesting with it. But other than that, this is what you got, and I don't know what they mean by multi-year. Don't know how long it's going to take before whatever they come up with comes out, but it wouldn't surprise me. Instead of being steel, it might be an alloy or a polymer. There'll be differences. Otherwise, they wouldn't be modernizing. So they're going to change something. I just don't know what. Beyond that, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, click that bell to be notified if you do. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Rumble. We're pretty much everywhere. And thank you.